Welcome to the Student Ministry Matters podcast. We want to encourage, equip, and connect those with a passion to impact the next generation for Jesus Christ. Student ministry can be a lonely place. You might even feel like you're the only one in your church or community that cares about students. Well, know this, you're not alone. People all across the country are engaging Gen Z and care deeply about the spiritual direction of these young men and women. Whether you're full-time, part-time, bivocational, or volunteer, if you have a heart for students, this is the place for you.
Welcome back to the Student Ministry Matters Update. My name's Dan Carson. I'm the director of the BMA of Arkansas Youth Department, and I'm thrilled that you've chosen to download and listen as we talk about our ministry, about what's going on, about what is coming up. That is what our updates are all about. It's a way for you to find out more of what is going on with Student Ministry Matters. Now, before we get into any of our topic, I want to thank our podcast partner for these updates. That's Hill City Popcorn of Fayetteville, Arkansas. Hill City Popcorn provides gourmet popcorn for those that might want something to eat at home or need something for an event. They have some fantastic choices. Their Hatties is out of this world, but they also have a cheesy ranch. They have regular movie theater. They have extra buttery caramel. I mean, the list goes on. So check them out online at hillcitypopcorn.com. And if you're in Fayetteville, swing by their store. They'll let you taste it all and give it a good try, and then you can go home with a bag of popcorn. You don't want to miss out. We're so thankful for them, what they do for us in our ministry, and especially for what they've done for us at our retreats. They provide a sample bag of popcorn for all of our goodie bags, and we love them for that. And so we say thank you to Hill City Popcorn, and to let you know that we want you to connect with them and say thanks for serving Student Ministry Matters. Well, there are a lot of ways that you can connect with us at Student Ministry Matters, and that's a part of what these updates are about, is to give you that sort of information so that you can find out more about what we do and who we are. We are focused on helping those that are seeking to impact the next generation for Jesus Christ. And we do that through three ways. We do that through connections, we do that through continuing education, and we do that through coaching. And you can connect with us in a number of ways. You can reach us through email at info@studentministrymatters.com. We can put you on our email mailing list, or you can go to our website and register for that mail list there at studentministrymatters.com. Now, it's often easier because we're on there checking on what's going on in our students and our church life, but social media. We have a Facebook page, Student Ministry Matters. We have an Instagram account, and we have a Twitter account. We're on all of those. But probably the best way to connect is to request membership into our Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, go to look for Student Ministry Matters Community. It's a great way for us to share with one another, to encourage one another. Let's say you've got an event coming up and you have questions. Well, throw out a question. You'll get some answers of things that people have experienced and what they've gone through. Maybe you're having some difficulties and you need somebody, or you need a musician, and maybe this group can help you find somebody that you're looking for. So I just encourage you, check it out, Student Ministry Matters Community. That's our group. You have to request to join. I'll look that over and then take care of that request for you. Well, there are other ways to connect with us besides the traditional ways. One of the best ways that you can make an impact in our ministry is to pray for us. There's a lot of things that we want to do, and ways that we want to help student ministry workers. And whether you're full-time, part-time, bivocational, or volunteer, we love you, we care about you, and we want to figure out a way to help you. So we need prayer. We need God's direction, God's strength, God's blessing in all that we do. So pray for us. We need prayer partners at every turn, because we can't do this on our own. We don't want to do this on our own. We want to give God the glory for everything that He does through Student Ministry Matters. Now, there, of course, is the other way that you can help us, that you can partner with us. It's through a monthly support. If your church or if you individually would like to support Student Ministry Matters, contact us through email, info@studentministrymatters.com. I'll step you through how to do that. We have a mailing address, and you can send that to us physically, or you can become a podcast patron. And there's a link to that in the show notes. But those funds come in. We've got 2 faithful patrons that are helping us make this happen every month. I'm so thankful for them. John O'Connor and his wife Laura, and then Joel Young. Man, those people are a godsend. And I'd love to add you to that list. We do try to send out and get them some Student Ministry Matters swag over the course of the year as just a way to say thank you. You guys are awesome. So consider that. It's a definite way that you can help. Even as little as $5 a month, $10 a month. That makes a huge difference. And so I would appreciate your consideration in those things. Now, on today's podcast, in our update, we really just want to talk about the Student Ministry Workers Retreat that's coming up on September the 17th. Well, the Student Ministry Workers Retreat is scheduled for September the 17th, 2022 at Central Baptist College in Conway, Arkansas. They are gracious to open up their doors to help us out. They're our normal podcast partner for our normal podcasts, and I am so thankful for the staff and people at Central Baptist College. It's a small campus, but it's perfect for our event. We meet there from 9 to 5:30. We have space in their great education building, and it's upstairs, and then we've got this great room that we use. Man, it couldn't be any better. It's just perfect for us. And so I encourage you to check it out. If you need to look them up, you can find information about the college at cbc.edu, but you can also find a link to registration at our either in our bio at Instagram or on our website. And so there are ways that you can find that. Get registered for the event. Right now, it's only $25 per registration. Now, after we hit 22, because, well, it's 2022, and I'm a big dork, I know that, but we have 22 of those early bird registrations, and once they're gone, they're gone. Then it jumps up to $30. And so it's not a huge jump, but man, I know every dollar counts. So let me encourage you to get registered now. Take advantage. There are still some of those early bird specials left. And then if you don't get registered in time, it'll jump up to the late registration fee. And then if you don't do it then and you have to do it at the door, it's way more expensive, because we like to know who's coming so that we can make sure we got food for you. Because guess what? We'll give you snacks in the morning. We'll give you snacks at lunch. We'll give you snacks in the afternoon. I guess we'll actually give you lunch and not just snacks at lunch, but we're going to feed you during the course of the day. There are great places in Conway you can eat breakfast, but we'll have some breakfasty type things during that morning. So if you don't quite get out of bed early enough, but just come on, be a part of it. We would love to have you. And some folks, because it's from 9 to 5:30, they're going to drive from wherever they're at in the state of Arkansas. That's really what it's designed for, a one-day event that can bless and help continue some education and bring about connection for part-time, bivocational, and volunteer student ministry workers. So some, that'll be it. The Saturday's all they got, all they have time for. But some of you guys will come in on Friday night. And if you're going to come in on Friday night, this time we're going to do something fun. And so you be watching for that. We'll have that in our social media. We'll have that in the emails for those that register. But it's just going to be a chance for us to hang out together. So a youth leader hangout. We've done those in the past, and I'm excited to do that again. And so be sure that you get registered. Now, our speakers this year are some that you're a little familiar with. We've had both of these speakers on our podcast. And 2019, we had Sam Burig come, and he shared with us during the course of the day. He was still working on his book, Fulfill Your Student Ministry, in which he writes a few of the chapters and edits it together with some other authors. But the other speaker is Dr. Jared Bumpers. He's part of the staff at Midwestern, and he is a part of the team that wrote Fulfill Your Student Ministry. And he's going to be sharing in a breakout group for our preachers, but he's also going to be sharing in one of our main sessions. And so I'm really excited about having these men come and be a part. They're both veterans of student ministry. They've worked with students. They are theologically sound. Love them. care very much about them. Sam has become a friend. He is the dean of Spurgeon College, which is the undergraduate program at Midwestern. And so I can't wait for them to be back with us. Now, in addition to our featured speakers, we're going to have breakout groups as we've had in the past. Heidi Sorrells is going to be leading one on prayer, and I'm excited about that. And then we're going to have some others that'll be popping up information on our social media feed, as well as the emails for those that are registered, so you don't want to miss out. It is going to be a day full of information, full of just some laughs, maybe the ability to share with somebody else that's going through something similar. We will have our goodie bags like we've had in the past, and you'll get a T-shirt, and you'll get some other goodies that we're going to stick in there. We've got Crossway has provided a book. The Good Book Company has provided a book. Dayspring has provided a journal that we're going to include in there. So just some goodies that you could take with you and go, wow, that was pretty neat. And I love gathering those things together. We've got some door prizes that we'll be giving away, maybe some Hill City popcorn. But in addition, the Legacy Standard Bible has provided some little giveaways. And so we'll be giving those out throughout the course of the day so that you'll have some stuff that you can carry home with you. And as we gather those up, we'll be sharing about our partners along the way. But again, remember, right now, it's just $25. I sound like a salesman, but I want you to be there. We have to charge something because we got to pay for food. But I'm so excited about this event. We've pushed it a week later than we normally have to try to get it a little bit further away from Labor Day weekend. So just target September the 17th. I know it is college football season. I understand that. I know it's hard because I'm a huge Razorbacks fan, and I would be watching the football game probably up in my area at Razorback Stadium if it was another day. But man, I want to be there with you, and I know that you want to be there with some of these others that you're going to encounter. So I just encourage you to look into that. See if it works with your schedule. See if it works with what you can do. We want to see you there. We want to spend time together. And so get registered today. Again, you can find a link through studentministrymatters.com. You can find that on our Facebook page. Just go to the show notes of this podcast, and then you'll be able to find that. Well, I just want to tell you before we wrap up today how much I care about you. I care about the work that you're doing and how you're loving on students. And I know that this has continued to be difficult days. Just when we think we're past one thing, another has come up. It has been hard to do ministry. I mean, we all dealt with the pandemic. Then we had social issues that we're dealing with. Then we have other issues that we're dealing with. They don't really know how to handle these and what to do. And just, it's hard. But sometimes when you're on the verge of quitting, what you need to do is just be able to tell your story to somebody. And so if nothing else, come to our event, find me and say, hey, I need to talk. And that's what it's all about, because we love you. We care about you. You're working hard, investing in students, and we want to spend time with you. And for that to happen, we either got to schedule a call, and you can do that as well, info@studentministrymatters.com, or just come to our event and just pull me aside and say, hey, I need some time, and we'll talk. I love you guys. I'm so thankful for men and women who are willing to invest their lives into students. We often talk about they're the next generation, and yes, they are. They're the church today as well as the generation next. And I just think about the men and women who have invested in my life. I think about my youth directors from the small little church that I attended in high school, Rick and Jody Priest. Love them. Oh, my goodness. And now I'm the family pastor at the church where they're attending. That is so crazy to me, the way that they pushed me and encouraged me to serve faithfully. But then there's another couple. There's a family that kind of took me in as their own during those high school years. John and Linda Allen and their kids just made me feel a part. You see, my family wasn't attending church during those years, and I didn't really know what to do. I wanted to be back in church, but it wasn't a priority. Well, that family made me one of their own. And for years, they have loved on me like I was one of their kids. And they've talked to me like I was one of their kids too. And I've appreciated that so much. I want to ask something. I normally don't do this, but I just ask that you pray for that family. John Allen, the father, is getting close to going home to be with the Lord. I'd ask that you pray for him, that you pray really for the family. He knows, and we know where he's going. We're excited for him to enter glory, but we're going to miss him. And I want you to think about the men and women who invested in your life and who pointed you in the right direction, and that God used in big ways. Pray for them too, because they knew it, they understood it, and I hope you do too, that student ministry matters.
Thanks for listening to the Student Ministry Matters podcast. Get connected at studentministrymatters.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Student Ministry Matters. Until next time, keep up the great work with your students because the work matters.